Welcome, I am Steffen from Samsung, and here at the World of Samsung we are showcasing our new TV and AV products. And the two highlights here are actually the 8K QND, and next to it we also have the new OLED TV. Yes, and what are the highlights? We have significantly improved the processor. AI technology is on everyone's lips, and of course we have a lot to offer here, both in sound, in image, and in other features such as energy optimization. So, what does that mean? On one hand, with 8K, there is of course a very high resolution. We need to upscale all materials as intelligently as possible. And with the NQ AI processor, which stands for 8K, we have significantly improved it compared to last year. For example, with 512 neural networks that work like a brain, allowing me to network everything and optimally apply the right upscaling and the right algorithm for different sequences, various image structures, and image content. And last year we had 64 neural networks in the 8K TV. This year there are 2021, 8 times more, so 512. The processor that handles these neural processes has become twice as fast. We have a GPU that is 1.4 times faster, meaning a lot more power overall, which optimizes the image. Also, moving images are displayed smoothly. For example, this year during the EM in football, the ball on conventional TVs has rather jerked. Now through AI, the ball is recognized and displayed smoothly without stuttering. Also important in sound is speech intelligibility. Here, the speech is recognized. When it gets louder in the room, not only is the overall volume of the TV automatically increased, but the speech frequencies are specifically enhanced, meaning that the dialogue in the film or series becomes clearly understandable and remains clear. Additionally, the sound, which can also harmonize with the TV sound and the soundbars, is automatically adjusted to the room. It's essentially an automatic calibration that takes place daily. The room changes, each room is a little different, and it is optimally adjusted to the room, also with AI mechanisms that scan the room. Yes, what other optimizations do we have new this year? On one hand, the AI energy mode, which can reduce energy consumption by about 10%, while maintaining the same brightness of the TV. And in gaming, we also have the AI auto game mode. This means I can make various gaming settings and picture adjustments. I had to do this manually until now, and this year the game title will be recognized automatically and the correct settings will be applied. Another highlight product is the SD, which fits into our OLED series. This year we will have 3 series, SD, SD, and SD. And of course the highlight product is the SD. Why? Firstly, it is super thin, with a depth of only 11 millimeters, including the One Connect box, which can be mounted on the back of the stand or placed up to 2.5 meters away, providing power and signals through a single cable. And the other thing, that is a novelty, which no one else offers, is the clear free surface. This means a matte surface optimized for OLED that minimizes all reflections to a minimum and truly prevents lights in the room from appearing, ensuring a clear, reflection-free image, not only from the front, but also from the side. We also have a very good viewing angle, USEND, and we have made several improvements in terms of brightness. The peak brightness is 20% higher than that of last year's SC model. Yes, and this series will be available this year in 3 sizes, 55, 65, and 77 inches. Exactly. While the SD looks great on the wall due to its very thin design, I think the SD we have here works very well as a stand variant, as it is even thinner. The 2001 model does have this connection box at the back of the TV, meaning the connections are integrated just like most OLED TVs. Also viewed from the side, it is extremely thin, making it very well suited for standing. Otherwise, the model is similarly equipped as the predecessor model, but there are 2 new size variants. In addition to 55, 65, and 77 inches, this model will also be available in 48 inches and 83 inches. For gamers, the support of 144 Hz natively in the panel is of course also very interesting, and we will also bring a 3rd series as an entry into the OLED area, so to speak. This will be the SD, which differs in that it has slightly lower brightness and supports 100 to 120 Hertz instead of 144 Hertz. Here we have our QLED and NEO QLED lineup. It starts with the QD, which will be available in various sizes ranging from 43 inches up to 85 inches. What distinguishes the series? Well, we have quantum dot, the high color brilliance, and 100% color volume through quantum dot. This is where it starts with a 50 Hertz panel with edge lighting, so Edge LED 2001. Next we move on to the higher series, which is the QD, which differs from the Q primarily in that we have a 100 Hertz panel and offer sizes ranging from 55 to 85 inches. And then comes what unfortunately cannot be seen here today, the QD, which is still based on QLED with direct LED, meaning full area backlighting. And in the next step, we will continue with the QND, which is the entry into NEO QLED featuring mini LED lighting. A large number of individual small LEDs in the background that can be dimmed selectively. Here we offer sizes from 55 to 85 inches. In between or afterwards comes the QER series, which is even brighter and offers more dimming zones. And what makes this special is that we really have, on one hand, 144 Hertz support, which is of course very interesting for gamers. And on the other hand, we can offer a wide variety of sizes. It starts at 43 and 50 inches and goes up to 98 inches. And the 98-inch market has grown enormously over the last 1 or 2 years, and the demand is becoming increasingly attractive due to the fallen prices. And this year we will also offer 4 different series in the 98-inch range. It starts with the 8K QD TV, and it continues here with this one in the series that we see here, QD. We will continue QC from last year, and we will also introduce a 98-inch model in the UHD DU-ER series. So we really have a wide lineup in the large size category. And as we can see here, we actually have the right device in the right size and with the right features for all target groups. In the lifestyle sector, we are of course continuing our successful product, the frame, this year, following my redesign with the new surface and also a bit more energy efficient in standby or not in standby in art mode. Here we can save up to 10% energy by driving the panel at 50 Hertz instead of 100 Hertz in art mode. In TV mode, of course, it continues to operate at 100 Hertz. Of course, we also see the customizable frame colors that are available. In line with this, we have the Soundbar S, which was introduced 2 years ago. This year, there is also a 710 variant, which is a bit slimmer, meaning the large Soundbar S fits well with a 65-inch TV. The slimmer variant S fits very well with a 55-inch TV. It is available in white and also in the black variant that we see over here. And yes, fittingly, this year, we also have the brand new music frame, which looks a bit like a picture but is actually a speaker, complementing the whole lifestyle segment. Currently, it comes with a black frame, but a white frame is also planned for the future. The whole thing can be customized. I can place a printed image in the center, but I can also replace the entire panel, which is approximately 30 by 30 cm in size, with custom panels. The package also includes the appropriate mounts for 2 different panels. Yes, and what else does the product offer? It naturally works with the TV. I can either pair 2 of these music frames with a TV from the current model year, meaning an ER device, to create a stereo pair, or I can use a Soundbar S and a music frame as a rear speaker. At the moment, there is the option to pair 2 devices, either 2 music frames or a Soundbar S and a music frame with the TV. At the same time, the TV speakers remain active, so the QU-Sound Symphony technology is also present here. Otherwise, I can also use the music frame for music playback via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. We have various partners that can be integrated, such as Spotify Connect, Tidal Connect, and different providers. The whole system can also be controlled via the SmartThings app. And if I have more than 1 music frame, I can easily group them and play music in multiple rooms or even in one room through several speakers. So it's a very interesting product that complements our lifestyle segment. Here we are in the sound room, showcasing our new soundbar, the HWQD, which has channels. This means we have both the front unit that radiates forward and, of course, a rail center speaker, but it also features two upward-firing speakers. And here we see that Dolby Atmos is, of course, supported, with side speakers that project sound to the sides and represent the side channels. And included in the package are two rear speakers that also project sound forward to the quad sides and through the ceiling, along with the subwoofer. So this is truly a complete system, all in one box. Yes, and what makes this special? On one hand, the connection can be wireless, and not just any weak Bluetooth standard, but we also support wireless Dolby Atmos. So all the necessary channels here are transmitted wirelessly without loss. Of course, you can also use a cable, but going wireless is particularly advantageous when I have the TV mounted on the wall. Perhaps the Soundbar S is also mounted on the wall, and I want to minimize the amount of visible cables. Exactly. The collaboration between the TV and the Soundbar S is, of course, ideal here as well. When I connect both products, not only will the Soundbar S speakers be active, but the speakers built into the TV will also be active simultaneously. This creates an even larger soundstage because, for example, there are speakers installed in the upper or side areas that radiate sound upwards, allowing for a fuller sound experience. And yes, everything works together in such a way that the sound is optimized in the room or adapted to the room. Every room is a little different, and everything is then automatically calibrated. What else are we showing here, or what else is suitable to demonstrate again, is, on one hand, this Philips Hue app. Since last year, we have integrated Philips Hue into the TV, so we really have an app here. We don't need an additional connection box, like the Hue Sync box. It is not necessary. This means that we can continue to synchronize all the content I watch on TV, whether it's the TV signal, the Netflix app, or connected HDMI devices, with the Hue lamps present in the room. For example, we now have the gradient on the left and right, and we also have a light strip on the back that adapts to the image accordingly. On one hand, we have the video mode, and on the other hand, the game mode. This means that everything adapts to games, perhaps reacting a bit more intensely. I can also adjust the intensity for each mode, how strong and how bright it should react. A new, just recently added, is the music mode. What does that mean? If I listen to music through the TV now, the synchronization would normally refer to the image. And here, sync is based on sound, the audio events, bass, vocals. It is not synchronized with the image, but with sound. And we see that Hue Sync will also be part of the lineup this year. All models from QD are compatible with it. T.